Welcome back to Definitely Not Definitive. I'm Ken.
And I'm Bethany.
And we're just a super sneaky couple in love that loves some super sneaky Sundays.
It's Super Sneaky Sunday.
Yeah, and so today we're checking out The Last of Us Part 2, E3 2018 gameplay reveal trailer. And so we just finished playing The Last of Us 1.
We did.
We completed that one, and we're obviously checking out The Last of Us, the HBO show, and really loving that as well. So the reason for this celebration is because we passed 185,000 in the Definitely Not Definitive Games community. So we like to celebrate, and we passed it a little while ago, but it was dry January, and we like to celebrate properly on this channel. So these celebration videos are also a big thank you to all of you in the Definitely Not Definitive Games community for everything you do for this channel and for making our day. Every day we get to interact with you in the comments and watch a bunch of fun stuff that you all recommend. And this channel has been such a blessing to us, and it's all thanks to you that are watching it now, and those that have watched it before, and those that are going to continue watching it hopefully later. Are you ready?
I'm very ready.
Went out one night to make a little round. I met little Sadie and I shot her down. Went back home, jumped into bed. 44 pistol under my head. I woke up in the morning about 9:30. Hacks in the buggy standing in line. Jets and gamblers standing around. Taking little Sadie to her bed.
She got a tattoo?
I began to think really deep.
Full sleeve tattoo. She's drinking too? Nice.
I doubt they enforce a 21 and older in this world.
I wonder how old she is.
Yeah.
I hate these things.
Tell me about it.
Your old man really laid into me today.
Bet he did.
What happened?
Another big lecture about my patrols. Don't go here, don't go there. It's funny how involved he gets whenever you're scheduled to go out.
Yeah.
She's putting on quite the show.
I give you guys 2 weeks until you're back together.
Not gonna happen. She say something to you?
Make it 1 week. Ellie! Hey! What took you so long? Oh, I'm here, aren't I?
Dina?
Jesse.
Oh,
Ouch.
cold.
Yeah.
Don't forget we leave at first light, so get some rest.
Yes, sir.
You're such a dick.
Come on. Why don't you start with me? Okay, I have a very serious question for you. How bad do I smell?
Like a hot pile of garbage.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
How about that?
Gross. You love it. Every guy in this room is staring at you right now. Maybe they're staring at you. Or not. Maybe they're jealous of you. I'm just a girl, not a threat. Oh, Ellie. I think they should be terrified of you.
Kiss her. There it is.
Oh. Sleep.
Shit.
Whoa.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound good.
They are nested with sin. Breathing.
Oh, in the gut.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
Oh my god.
sick.
Oh, they are vile.
Yep. Disturbed.
Spread out.
I'm gonna enjoy Ellie taking you down.
Mm-hmm. Do you not have your radar in this game? Aim high.
Grab his weapon.
Ooh, nail bomb. Oh shit! How did he not get? How did he not see her?
I don't know, she got lucky.
Yeah. Good thing you kicked that body to make sure it was dead.
Yeah.
Oh. Nice. Dodge! Ooh.
Ooh.
Ah. Yeah. Oh! Ooh.
Run, Ellie, run.
She went into the grass. Watch yourself.
Yep. And the tall grass is gonna get you. Oh shit.
Damn, they're everywhere.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Oh, nice.
Ethan.
What?
Wolf. She came through here. Damn it. Double back. Go.
You call her Wolf?
That's what I was just thinking.
Oh, nice. Oh, in the face.
Damn.
That was cool. They can drag you out from under the car, though.
Yeah. Yeah, some nice features.
Ooh, nice shot. Uh-oh.
Damn.
Yeah, let's switch weapons. Oh, cool. Oh yeah, human shield.
I have eyes.
Ow. God, this hunter's a big dude.
they're all about the high grass and like the hiding in foliage.
Got behind you.
Ooh, yeah. That guy's still bloody on the arrow.
Yeah, the attention to detail in this is great.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, there's so many. Nail bomb, nail bomb.
Take this guy out with stealth.
Is that a firecracker?
I think it's an explosive arrow.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
Damn.
I like that you can dodge. Mr. Piccolo will be proud. Ooh!
Jesus.
Oh!
God.
That guy is big. One arrow's not gonna take him down. Make him beg for it.
Just shoot him in the head.
This is a sacrifice lamb.
Is he singing a prayer there for his mom?
I don't know. Damn, Ellie.
Back to happier times.
See, I told you. He should be terrified.
Aww.
Wow. So I know. I mean, the community's split on Last of Us 2. It's like sort of a either love it or hate it kind of thing. But that gameplay looked fantastic. I wondered how much of it was like actual like gameplay style, and how much of it is something that is like that like automatically happens in it. Because it looked like at least the one scene at the end when she chops him up was something that like it always happens. Like that's like the main guy you gotta take down. But there were some other parts where it seemed all pretty like fluid within the game, and like, you know, it can change based on circumstance.
I thought that the Last of Us gameplay for Last of Us Part 1 had a lot of things that kind of took gameplay to the next level of realism in the way of like, if you step on glass, someone can hear you and find you, which I really hadn't seen in other games before. Like that was just, you know, there's usually things like, oh, if you are in direct line of sight, you'll be seen, or like if you fire a gun, you'll be heard. But that attention to walking on glass was kind of new. This seems to take that and go even a step further, being able to like rip an arrow out of someone and then use them as a human shield. There was just a lot about this where I was like, man, it sucks you in so well and does a great job kind of blurring the lines between reality and gameplay that I very much felt like I was in Ellie's shoes, or at least a part of her group going through this thing, watching her, because it did not feel like a spectator sport. It felt like you were there. Yeah,
very much so. It's a great way to say it. The reason I asked that some of the scenes might be like, is it like for the arrow that she pulled out? I wonder if that's a feature that like is in the game. Like, I mean, something like happens, like if you get shot with an arrow or whatever, like it's gonna be lodged in you, and you do have to like pull them out eventually at certain points or whatever. I don't know if that was like an aspect of the game. I like being able to, you know, go underneath the cars. Was a cool element for it as well, and the exploding arrow. You called it. That was awesome.
That was something.
Yeah.
That was. I mean, what I kind of liked is, going into this, it looked like she just had really her bow and arrow and the knife. And so I was like, oh, I remember that we didn't really love when we had to play as her because we were at such a disadvantage compared to how we had built up Joel with these awesome guns and like, you know, nail bombs and Molotov cocktails and all that jazz. So when I saw those as being her two initial tools, I was like, oh man, I hope this isn't like a whole game of playing as Ellie being like understocked with stuff. So then pulling out the machete from that other person and getting to use that. Having the added tools of like exploding arrows. It shows how, yes, her fight style differs from Joel, but she has built it up in a way that Joel built up his. It's just Joel had 20 years of experience before the start of Last of Us Part 1. So like he'd already done that work. And now she's a more adult person and she's been working on her skills and her style and she's got something with it.
I miss seeing Joel in this trailer. I'm sure he's in other trailers, but in this one, I miss seeing him. I would have liked to have seen him in this one. This one feels more like, because we've talked about how playing Uncharted, it feels like you're playing through like an action movie. This is kind of what it felt like. This felt more cinematic playing this style. Like when you said it really put you in Ellie's shoes, it felt more cinematic than like the gameplay, at least in the first game. Like the first game did a good job of really creating that like that environment of you know, being scared with the clickers and like not really making a sound. And you know, when you do play the Ellie missions, you do feel how fragile it is and how, you know, easily it would be like for her to just die if she was in this world by herself. So they did have good elements like that in the first game, but this one just felt more like, and obviously that's the intention of the trailer, is to make it feel like that. I mean, when we play it, it'd probably be different and probably a little bit more, you know, choppy or whatever, but it just felt so smooth in this trailer, and it was, yeah, quite enjoyable.
Yeah, and I will agree. I miss seeing Joel as well, but I think it does such a great job acknowledging what a wonderful character he was and what a great job they did with his story in Last of Us Part 1, that we didn't have to see him, but we got such a great mention of him. Giving that one guy a hard time. We're just like, yep, that's Joel. Like in my head, it was like, of course, like, that's Joel. I think when you're a character that is so impactful to the audience that we don't need to see you, but hearing you, we have that instant connection, that instant memory and familiarity. It really says a lot about Joel as a character. Of course, I'm sure we'll see him. I would be really disappointed if we don't.
Yeah.
But it also made it sound like he was a leader in this community. I don't know if he's the leader, but it sounded like he was at least one of the central people to it.
He's in charge of security, probably.
So watching this kind of made me think of like The Walking Dead, right? It's the band of people who are finding other like-minded good people to then try to set up a place where they can be okay. And the minute they do, like, everything falls apart. And like, we have this nice thing. Oh my God, they're at a bar. Look at them. They're dancing in this little spot. Oh, Ellie's getting a love life. Like, look at how far they've come. The world is such a great place now. No. Like, you just know it's all going to go to shit. And so I'm kind of excited to see what they do with the story in this and how it evolves.
I mean, Joel is just a natural leader. And so, I mean, I think that, yeah, people are just drawn to him, and like he has such a commanding presence. So it makes sense that he would be a leader pretty much in anywhere that he would go to. And like, even in like his previous life, I mean, pretty much it was 2 lives, like before the cordyceps, you know, fungi took over and everything like that. And after, but like when he was a construction worker, at least in the show, in the TV show, it seemed like he was his own boss. And like, you know, cause like it was him and Tommy, and he's like, I didn't even want to split this job with you. You know, it didn't seem like he was working for somebody else. And like, so even then, like it doesn't seem like he's someone that's going to be able to follow another person, or like, you know, be able to take orders from somebody else. Like he's very independent and very much goes to the beat of his own drum. And so, yeah, and like he just has a strength to him. Yeah,
and as you were saying that, I was trying to think, like, has he ever followed anyone? And he's always taken care of Tommy.
He's had partners.
Followed him.
Yeah.
Tess, I think, was a partner.
Yeah.
So equal footing. But there's been no one that we know of who he has actively followed. I think what you said in terms of him being a natural leader is right, but I almost sort of see him as a natural lone wolf.
Yeah.
But I think his no bullshit, bluntness, and the fact that he really doesn't speak unless it's necessary. He's a man of few words. He tends to watch and observe rather than inject his own opinion and like put the spotlight on himself. And he has an incredible strength. And those qualities combined are very attractive in a leader. Somebody who thinks before they speak, who is strong, who doesn't buy into bullshit, who thinks for themselves. I wonder who he would ever follow. And the only person who honestly comes to mind is a grown-up Ellie.
Yeah.
Because she'll, I think, have she already has some of those qualities in and of herself, but then having grown up with him
Yeah.
will naturally have taken on those as well. So I think that's the only person who I could see him perhaps one day looking to in some capacity.
And you're right. I mean, Joel has the qualities of a leader. And so while I say he's a natural leader, like that's why, because people will just naturally follow him. But I think you're right that he is also like a natural, like he is like he's also someone that wants to be or prefers to be a lone wolf. And he's a leader through, like he's a reluctant leader.
Yeah.
He's not someone that like chooses a position of leadership, but he's not going to follow anybody. And it's like, this is the way it's going to go. You either, get in line with this, or like, I don't care. Like, you don't have to get, or you get the hell out. Like, I don't want to be with you if you're going to do things stupid.
Yeah. Yeah. He's not a politician.
Yeah.
He's not a dictator. He's going to go his own way, but naturally he is going to pick up people.
Yep.
Just by the essence of who he is. And I don't think that he's not somebody, I think, who wants to be responsible for others. I mean, it took him a long time with Ellie to see her as a person. He kept referring to her as cargo. He wanted the disconnect. He didn't want to think of being responsible for another person. He also is a very good person at heart, and he has too much of a heart to turn his back to somebody in need. Brings us to exactly what you said, which is a reluctant leader. It's not a job he seeks, but he's also not going to leave people out in the cold.
I'm sure also another reason that he came to this camp is because he wants a safe place for Ellie and like, to not to be out there. And so this is like just a way, like he's in this community for her. And like, so that she can have like maybe a possibility at whatever passes for a normal life in these circumstances.
Which, as you said, I mean, hey, she was drinking, she had a tattoo. Like there was some semblance of normalness.
Which I wonder if she got that tattoo to like hide some of her...
The scar.
Yeah.
Very smart, handsome. I didn't think about that until you started to say it. And then I was like, oh my God, yeah.
Yeah. So, because first I wondered like, is that just like the spreading of the virus or whatever? I'm like, no, it's like distinctly a tattoo, but I think she got it to like make it look like it's all blended together and like that's just like a part of the tattoo or whatever. So,
which is interesting because we had talked at one point about like her scar, while the infection didn't seem to be presenting in the same way it did to other people. We did question at one point if like it was getting worse, but just maybe at a much slower rate than it was in others. Mm-hmm. So I think seeing it this way and seeing that she's got a scar over and everything makes me think it really wasn't. That may have been like the certain lighting within that one scene that made the lines look redder than others, but that, it was obviously safe enough for her to actively tattoo over it. You'll
let us know what you thought about this trailer down below in the comments, and I'm sure a lot of people will say how they feel about Last of Us 2, whether they loved it or hate it. Yeah, but no spoilers. I think it's eventually going to be something that we check out for ourselves. Just like to form our own opinion on things. And if you want to see our Last of Us Let's Play, we released that the other day. And so, if you have 18 hours to spare, then go ahead and check some of it out. But we divided it up into chapters as well. So if you want to go like a certain part, hopefully it'll be a little bit easier finding that part. And if you want our reaction to the Last of Us TV show, we got a playlist for that as well. And so it's on our other channel that you should check out. Thanks so much for checking out our reaction for The Last of Us Part 2, the E3 2018 gameplay reveal trailer, but just keep in mind
that our reaction is definitely not definitive. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.